Alright guys, welcome back to News Hub, and moving on to conversations around music and the industry. We're looking at something that's very interesting. It is AI and the future of Nigerian music ecosystem. As the world is changing, technology is coming into the fray and AI is taking over. What we have now is a lot of music that are AI songs, and just a lot of people being worried, or people are thinking, okay, will AI take over the music industry? Are we going to be having more of AI songs rather than having original songs? We have two guests who will do justice to the conversation. We have Omini Nyong, who is Spider-Man, as a musician and a music exec. Welcome to News Hub. Good morning.
Welcome, man. I feel good to be here. I feel like elated, you know.
Good to have you. And we have Mr. Tony Enefitie, who is a music exec. Good morning, and you're welcome to News Hub.
Great to be here. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, good to have you on the show. So this is a conversation that is much needed. Now, for me, I'll ask Spider-Man the first question. In the context of the industry, I mean, is AI going to take over the music industry? I was listening to a song a while ago, and it sounded like a real song, and it was trending all over TikTok and Instagram Reels. I'm sure you know the song. For a couple of songs, there's so many songs that you don't even know the difference. When you trace the source, you can't find it on it. You have to search a bit more on Apple Music to find it. So the big question a lot of people are asking now is, what's going on? Is AI taking over the music industry?
Okay, first of all, I must say that AI it's like every other industry. You know, AI is taking over a lot of industries in terms of how things are done. You know, they think AI is smarter, AI is faster, and AI is easier. You know, so I think AI it's that artificial intelligence. What the plan is to be able to make these things, make more money, which is finance, make money, make the music easy. I think at the end of the day, it's the money that they're after. They're not about the people who enjoy these things, who should enjoy music for what it is. They are all about trying to make that narrow work with speed, no. So you take a lot of time trying to produce if you have to do real music. There's a process. You have to write, you have to, go brainstorm and all that. So yeah, it's taking all this time away from you. Those time waste, according to them, it's time taken. So it's just going to make you feel. But when you're talking about AI taking over the Nigerian music industry or the music itself, AI is everywhere. You can't say it's just in music. AI is taking over everywhere. But in Nigeria, the music is not. If you hear it, they're always very similar.
Yes.
That's one thing I don't like about AI music. The song, sometimes you hear it and you know that this is AI. As a music, as an artist, I always know which one is AI and which one is not. But people who are not artists, who are not deep into entertainment, might never know this is AI and this is not AI. But the good thing is that good music is like shoes, bags. You know, they are more expensive when they are handmade. They are not. Before it was synthetic. Look, it's very glossy, but now people want it to be handmade. That's the one that is more expensive now, because at the end of the day, people are going to be craving for the real stuff. That's what AI is going to do for us. AI is going to do that for real artists, because at the end of the day, you get saturated with this AI, kind of style. Then you now start longing for the real stuff, for real live band, for real voices, and then at the end of the day, you will now be more expensive than AI.
I was going to, how do you think it's a threat to creative, Tony? Because what we see is a lot of artists go through the process of creating music, and it's authentic.
Yeah.
Now with AI comes maybe creativity, but not so much creativity because it's auto-tuned, I believe, and all of that. So is it a threat to creativity? Is the ecosystem ready for the future of what AI will bring, or the AI revolution, as it were?
Okay, so from the perspective of a record label owner and somebody who spends money, you want to go through the AI route because it is absolutely cheaper, right? It's cheaper to get a song done. It's faster to get a song done, which was what Spider-Man was just trying to explain. It's faster, it's cheaper. However, the content, right? The content cannot be as original, right, as if it is manually made.
I think the word is texture.
The texture, exactly. The texture is quite different, So, but from the executive angle of view, for somebody who wants quick profit, right? You want to go the AI route. You just want to as long as at the end of the day you're not spending too much money, at the end of the day, your cost of investment and what you get return on investment, what you put in and what you get out, as long as it's commensurate, a lot of people will go through that line.
Yeah.
But on the long run, in terms of creativity, right? Like he said, those who are in this industry who do good music, right? It will be difficult for that to happen. Now, let's take it this way. I sign an artist and I go through the route of AI producing and all that. If he wants to perform live, if they call him for an event, for example, is AI going to do the performance for him? He will need to perform.
But there's no...
at the end of the day, there's no guarantee that, the texture and all that, you're going to... And with the masses, with the crowd, once you are not sounding like what they know, problem don't start. Problem don't start. So we must actually find a balance to it. However, in the case of saying, will AI take over the industry? I beg to differ. No, it will not.
Never.
It will not. It will have its... You advise anybody to toe the line, quite all right. But say take over the industry, it will not.
But I think I could just add to what he said.
Yeah.
You can actually blend both and then be smart. What I mean is, maybe you want to make a sound. Maybe you're lost. You want to create something different from what you normally create.
Originally we do, yeah.
You can now tell AI to do
prompt
it for you, and then you can now elaborate and take it from that level, bring it back to to the natural human perspective, and then fine tune it because there was already talent. That's because you had talent already.
Yeah.
So whatever AI is going to bring to you, you can fine tune it to even be better than what AI is going to. So if you have writer's block, you can use AI to generate some lines.
But it's going to make artists less lazy.
Yes, it might. It might.
Okay, another thing again, I see from this whole AI thing.
Because they're not willing to do the work of creativity.
No.
As it were.
No.
Because they are prompting.
No, it won't make artists lazy. Once it becomes a fad, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I am an music executive, for example. I do not have to sing. Now, but with AI, I will be tempted. There will be a lot of artists will spring up, right? If I prompt AI and it gives me the vibe that I want, the lyrics that I want, and create the music, I will just put my natural voice on it. So what you're going to see from now, you're going to hear a lot of new artists, right, who are powered underneath by AI,
which is
right. But they normally, for me, I'm already thinking of releasing an album because.
So you see, it's the same thing I've said. You can actually generate those things, bring it back, fine tune it, because auto tune is what it sounds so auto tunish.
Yeah.
But now when you bring it back, okay, look, this is the melody. Melodies are are what sells music. Yes. Melodies and right now, not even the lyrics. It's the melody and the beat. So if it gives you a melody and it gives you a beat, and then you want to now, you're talented. You have something inside of you. It's easier. It takes you from A to like L. So it now depends on how you project it and promote it, which is what gives it the Z. Promotion too is part of what AI does. We could actually sit down here and then AI can take your music, algorithm will take it anywhere because it was AI'd.
My worry is people not being able to identify who the artist is. That's the face behind the artist. Then also, I want to also ask the issue of copyright. Who owns the music? Now that you are using AI, who owns the music?
So,
who owns the copyrights?
What copyright? What it does, I think I'll leave that
question. The little I know about that really is, you see, all these things all these technologies, they're heading towards somewhere, actually. Now, what they're doing now is it's free at first. Now they're putting prices to it,
small.
Gradually, they begin to put price to it. What they want to do, they want to suck people in. Yeah. Once you get in, then they now begin to, they will be gatekeepers, right? Then it will evolve to that extent where, for you to do produce a song, for example, right? The cost will now be high, right? Then again, in terms of copyright, those songs that are done 100% by AI, the back end, in terms of music back end, there is a way, there's a split sheet, right? That's agreed between, the whoever prompted the AI, right? And the technology itself. So on the back end, there's a percentage split. However, what I cannot say today is, going forward, Once AI has gotten everybody's attention, I cannot say for sure what will be the percentage that will be going to that, artificial intelligence in terms of the production end, right? But for now, they are making it look as if it is easy, right? But from the back end, whoever submits the music, who goes through the process of registering the music through the normal channel, right? There's a back end split in terms of percentages from to the producer, the songwriter, the whoever's.
If you add your natural voice to it,
of course, you have a point. You have a percentage.
So lyrically, I can tell you that I can pick up a song from AI and restructure it, and then at that point, as long as I've done the production, again, might it be the same production, the same melody, the same progression, but it's not more. It's no more AI. But if you just go AI lines and
who line and sinker,
you would have to pay. You would take AI would take crop of that copyright royalties.
Yes.
And then if you put your voice on it,
you get back.
I'm looking at the impact on the music, the record labels. That's what I'm saying. Well, let me come to Tony. You've worked on the team with Two-Face. You've been in the scene music business for the longest time. Yeah. What of the young people, the Gen Z? Is this a good market? Is it not going to be a good market for them? Because again, they're very smart, they're very fast, and now using the roots of AI means that less work as opposed to the energy that a lot of artists used to give to their craft.
If I get you right,
yes.
This is my personal take on AI, right? It will breed laziness, right? It will breed serious laziness. So for somebody, for a live band artist, for example, a producer who goes through the route of learning how to play keyboard, it can take you like 3 to 4 years to go through the process of producing, knowing how to play keyboard, right? Now, or play guitar or something, or even the production processes. Yeah. Now, if everybody tilts towards the AI route, for me, it's going to render a lot of people, a lot of producers, a lot of musicians, it's going to reduce their earning power, right? It will reduce a lot of people's earning power. Now, because of this Gen Z, the way they think, their modus operandi. If they're thinking that if I can get it, if AI can give it to me, why am I going to call K Solo, for example, to come and produce for me? For what? So it is going to take away from the creative end. How will I put it? In terms of earning power, for creators.
It is even going to be worse because I don't know who is going to be buying guitars anymore. Who's going to be buying
exactly keyboards? For in terms of equipment.
Who's producing keyboard now?
The producer's equipment, for example.
It's not going to even work because the guy at the end of the day knows that he does not need to play keyboard.
Exactly.
What is he going to buy a keyboard for?
Just with your phone, you can prompt this thing and
it gives it. So it takes away all that marketing value of and then I grew up from the time that I did music from the time where music used to be ADAT. It was a schooling process. They had to train you. That trained you to be ready for it, because if you jump in, you might jump out. So if you want to go to a production, you do a demo.
Yes.
That demo means that this is what it sounds like. Did you use that one to even check whether you're ready for the business? When you now do a demo, you come back, you do a full production. When you do the full production, then you know that. So there are other things that people were earning, elements. People were earning from this process. So there was a lot of people selling ADAT, selling CDs, selling this, selling that. Just these people were interwoven into the production of process of music itself or entertainment. So I think that these guys are going to be up the radar because people will not even be asking, do you have a cassette or this? So do you have a keyboard? I want to buy a keyboard because I want to learn. Nobody's going to learn. Even in schools, even in schools, it's going to reduce teachers. People go to school and go to teach people how to play keyboard. So that's why I said from the beginning of my conversation that at the end of the day, it will be very expensive at the tail end for people to get this natural thing because it would have gone so far. AI would have taken them so far away from the reality. And then so when you now want somebody to do the real stuff, it now becomes very expensive because you'll be scouting for people who know how to do it real because AI had already taken them on a journey. So now if I want to tell you to now come and score in music, I might have to look for 20 or 30 people before go to search so hard to get somebody who can do it. That's where the problem is going to be. So people will now start valuing people who are doing real music.
Okay.
Eventually,
with the progress that's been made in the industry to do our live band, our live shows, and all of that, but also with the cloning of artists' voice. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think about AI? Because AI has sort of infringed a lot of people's. You see, copyrights, a lot of artists' voices being cloned and sounds and things like that. There was an R. Kelly clip that he was singing, and I mean, things that are not real are looking real.
What about the Rihanna Arsenal song?
But for me, what I see is a lot of litigation coming up in the future. There will be a lot of litigation, right? Then again, once you have your voice, maybe going forward, people will have to copyright their voice as well too, so that you understand. So you copyright all those things. So once anybody infringes on it, I mean, there will definitely going to be a lot of.
AI is even telling you that now. AI tells you that you only upload what you have copyright to. So there's always that clause of telling you that you should only, upload things that you have copyright in terms of even pictures, because eventually if somebody comes at you, AI has put a disclaimer that they are not involved, so they will trace it, but from the back end is you. So your IP address or whatever you have uploaded it from, it's going to be traced back to you. So AI has already made sure that they've exonerated themselves technically from this old drama that they are actually setting in.
Okay, I was going to ask you, you currently, I believe that you're maybe putting out new music. Is AI into consideration any of the songs that you're going to be using? Are you going to be using AI, and to what degree? I just want to say on the personal level.
So on a personal level, like I said, you have to act smart. Sometimes you have to act smart. So if, for instance, like I said, it's really hard to get writer's block from my end because I technically have always been very creative from the beginning. But if I have to look for something out of this world, in terms of, I do reggae dancehall music. If I want to do something that has to fuse in maybe a Latino sound, which is not my sound. It's something that is out there, is in space. I can go and sample. Give me what it sounds to be like a Latino, to produce a Latino song. What would it sound like? I can now take that melody that AI produces for me and tell my session guys to score it.
I like that. Because I feel like with reggae, those kind of sound, it's difficult to want to incorporate. You want to be as natural as possible when you do the studio sessions with the bands. For that kind of sound, I know that with the Afrobeat, it's a bit easy to want to manipulate. Reggae is a niche sound. It's almost, if it's not reggae, it's not reggae. It's not reggae.
And that's why we have this Afromaker, man.
So when is this coming up?
Afromaker happens every last Thursday of the month.
Okay.
And so we are actually always trying to keep that energy, the culture of the original in place. So Afromaker is a urban reggae dancehall party where you come to vibe to old vibes of reggae, new vibe of reggae, dancehall queen search. The culture of reggae dancehall itself. Afromaker just means Jamaica in Africa. Because I think Jamaicans are also Africans. Exactly. And then the repatriation, freedom, emancipation. That's what reggae dancehall is about. And so that's what we're suffering here in Africa. We need to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. And so Afromaker gives you the opportunity to come and positive vibration, feel connection to who you are and what you're supposed to be. And with all the Marcus Garvey and all those, you see all these elements in. You see all these elements in Afromaker. You see them, and then their quotes and what you can identify. It also means that you're going to be your mind will be open up your mind to the reality of what it is supposed to be. So I think that if you can't take away these things from, so even if we're doing artworks, coming back to AI, if we're doing artworks, sometimes we just try AI, give us what it will look like.
What the sound would look like.
If you want us to.
When we need to wrap up, what day is it or what time?
I thought like every last Thursday of the month at 10 p.m. We start from 10 p.m. at Club Plan B. So the ambience is properly, the club. And then it's at number 16 Bale Shokani Street, Ajao Estate. It's always fun. I invite you too.
I'll come through. I love good music, so I'll definitely come. Thank you so much. We need to wrap up. Thank you to our guest, Tony Enefite, who's a music exec, and Spider-Man, musician and music exec. Thank you so much for joining us on this necessary conversation, AI and the future of Nigerian music ecosystem. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.